Hey guys, Maximum Photoshops, back here with another tutorial for you guys. I've officially upgraded to the new Photoshop CS6, and I would highly suggest you get your hands on this, but if you can't, then this video is applicable to any Photoshop. I'll make another video solely for CS6 and my favorite new options for it. For now, let's get into what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be making this nice looking orb, or whatever you want to call it, logo. So let's get started. First we want to create a new file and have the width at 1024 and the height at 1024 pixels. You can change the resolution to your liking, RGB color, background color, white. Alright, so here we go. So the first thing is we want to make our background not just a simple white. So we're going to click on our gradients palette and we're going to click at the top here to change our gradients. And here I'm going to choose this and I'm going to choose the stop color. The first color is going to be a light gray and the second stop color is going to be a lighter gray. Around there. Sweet. Then you just drag it upwards and we have our background. So next we're going to start off with our first shape. As you can see in the ready one, our first shape is simply going to be that. That's it. So let's go and let's set up some guides first. So we're going to drag our guides right into the middle and they should be snapping into place. I don't know why. There we go. Snapped. And the top one. There we go. If you don't see the rulers on your side of your Photoshop, you can either press Control R, or if you're on a Mac, Command R. Next, what we have to do, we're going to take the Shape tool, right click, and get to the Ellipse tool. We're going to click on the center, and we're going to hold Alt and Shift and do it. Just drag, which will make a perfect circle. Go close to the edge and then let go. Perfect. Now we're going to want to change our fill color to a darkish gray just so we can differentiate between the circles. Next, we're going to want to make a copy by simply clicking Ctrl J for a PC and Command J for a Mac. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the options and click, instead of new layer, subtract front shape. Alright, next we're going to click into the middle again, hold Shift and Alt, and drag outward to make a small ring. Perfect. So now as you can see we have this layer, and we're going to make one more shape, right? We're going to click here and change it back to new layer, and we're going to click in the center once more, right? We're going to hold Alt and Shift and drag outward to make another little loop right about there. Perfect. So now this is what we're going to do. Here I have all the effects in and done. So I'm going to show you the effects and then I'm going to apply it. So firstly, inner shadow is going to be white, blend mode normal, opacity 100%, distance 5, choke 0, size 5, and that's it. Then we're going to have a gradient overlay. The gradient is going to be the gradient that we did from the start, a light gray to a lighter gray. And it's going to be opacity 100%, scale 100, and angle 90 degrees, and blend mode normal. And finally, we're going to have our drop shadow. The drop shadow is going to be set to multiply. It's going to be black. And it's going to be 75%. And everything's going to stay the same, except of the size, which is going to be 20. So I'm just going to copy the layer style right here. And we're going to go back to our image right now. And we're going to paste the layer style on the top two shapes. So paste layer style and paste layer style. There we go. So what you can do, as I did just now, apply the layer style to one of the shapes, right click on that shape or layer, press Copy Layer Style, click to the next layer, and press Paste Layer Style. This is going to make your life so much easier when it comes to Photoshop. Next, to create the color that we have here. If you want the exact color, I can give it to you. So the exact color is going to be FF8A00. Let me say that one more time. FF8A00. So we're going to take that color and we're going to go to this right here and we're going to select the fill, or you can just double click on the shape, which will open up the RGB color picker. Then at the bottom right here with the number, you can just paste that FF8A00 and click OK. So now we have the basic orb, or whatever you want to call it. Now we're going to get to the text. So we're going to take the text tool and we're going to drag out the text. Oh, new Photoshop's already automatically doing that for me. I don't need that. So we're going to take that, we're going to drag out the text. Simply like that. So now I use the font Purulen. You can search that up on thefont.com, P-I-R-U-L-E-N. And grid, I'm going to type that in. Let's make it a little bit smaller so it'll fit. Sorry about that. Grid, Control A, make it around 210. Very good. And once again, we change the color to FF8A00. And the next one should be around the size of 110. And type in electrical. Alright, we need to make that a little bit smaller. Alright, so let's go and make that around 110. Take that, make that 110. And you see it still doesn't fit. So you can adjust the font to your liking. I'm going to try and make it fit perfectly, and I'll tell you the font size. Make it 80. Alright. So now we have our text. We're simply going to just drag it down and it should snap to the guides. And there you have it, guys. You have your company logo, or whatever you want to call it, orb or whatnot. Done. And just remember some things that we learned, copying layer styles and Alt and Shift, using guides. It's all very important. Anyway, if you want more designs done for you, please visit d2design.co. Thank you guys once again, and I'll see you back with another episode very shortly.